Hello, my name is Tom England, and we're here today to do a DIY on how to build a 17-inch centering deck for the 5-pin game. First thing you need is this sheet of plywood. We have an assortment of tools here in order to get the job done. First off, we've got a jug of glue, so when we put the two together, we glue them together. We have a yardstick, tape measure, assortment of marking tools, a jigsaw, cordless drill with a good sized drill bit in it, and of course a compass to draw your circles. And we'll use this as a template at the end to make these holes. That's just about all you need. There's probably some odds and sods you might like to use to make it a little easier, but in general, if you have this, you're good. The first step in this process, take your square, move it to the 8-inch mark, put it on the piece of plywood. I have already pre-marked them, but I just wanted to show you how I made these marks. Take your marker and scribe a line 8 inches all the way across the sheet. The next step is to put a center line up the center of the 4x8. Of course, we're only using half of it at this time. Measure 24 inches from one side and put a mark. Measure 24 inches from the other side and make a mark so we can be sure of our center. Do that several times up the sheet and scribe a line down the center. So now we have a straight line at the 8-inch mark and a center line going up the center. At this time we're going to put on the sides. This will start to make it look like a diamond. It's 34 inches, as I'm sure you would have guessed. Put the ruler here, pull it over till you get to the 34 to intersect the line and draw a line. Then at the 17-inch mark, make another line. Do that again for the other side to complete the triangle of 34 inches all the way around. We need to make 5 circles now for the 5 pins. At this point, you'll see we're at the halfway mark. I've already made a circle, but I want to show you how to do it. You set your circle finder to 3.5 inches because we're looking for a 7-inch circle. Fix this, the pointy end, into the center and scribe the line, which would of course make a 7-inch circle because this is set at 3.5. And we do that for all the pin positions, the 2 2s, the 2 3s, and of course the head pin. Now it's time to put some holes in it. What you do is, of course, you'll have your 5 holes, circles for the holes. Drill a hole relatively close to the edge. Take your jigsaw and, of course, cut around the circle, making sure that you have a 7-inch and a little bit more, so there's a little bit of wiggle room. I'm sure you recognize this as the top of your centering assembly. Once the hole is in here, slide this in and then mark the 4 holes ready for you to drill them together. Do that, of course, for all 5. These are on an angle this way. The center one here will be fixed in this method here, in this way. In conclusion, now that this half of your deck is complete, you want to take this and put it onto the first half once you've severed the sheet in half, and transfer all those holes and measurements to this one and cut them out. Once it's complete, you can glue these 2 pieces together, making an 1.5 inch finished product. Then you can take your old deck, lay it on top that you've just removed from your bowling machine, trace around it, and then you can cut out your finished product, round the edges, a little coat of paint, and that would conclude your DIY project.